story. The courses I have taken on DABA are the Trade and Make Money course, the WhatsApp monetization course, and the affiliate marketing course. From the Trade and Make Money course I bought on DABA, I've been able to learn how to analyze the crypto market correctly. I've been giving myself signals. I get signals from DABA signal room that has given me money. And in the year 2020, I was able to buy my first land after I joined DABA. And I've made money from this Trade and Make Money course also that got me through my university days, even till now, has been giving me ways, giving me money that I use in supporting my family, support my dad, my mom, everyone, and everything in my life. The Trade and Make Money course is a course that will give you the skill for you to succeed in the cryptocurrency market and also make you a profitable trader. From the WhatsApp monetization course, I was able to learn how to package my P2P business, how to interact with customers, how to brand it, to make it something people would want to trade with me, give me their products, believe in me, trust me with their money and all. I was able to learn all that. Since I joined DABA, I've been able to build up self-confidence in myself. I don't give up easily again. And I have been able to learn how to manage my money properly. And of course, it has given me financial freedom, network with people that gives me trade from their community. And yeah, DABA has given me financial freedom. Apart from being a student of DABA, I also make money from being an affiliate marketer with DABA. If you're a student, a corper, an undergraduate, lecturers, civil servants, or whoever you are, and you want to make money online, just go to www.daba.school and get started.
Meet my friend Obrifor. He makes thousands of dollars monthly by offering his services to people that need them on the internet.
Hi, my name is Obrifor and I work online. In the next few minutes, I will show you how and why I do what I do to make thousands of dollars monthly.
Obrifor is a big-time freelancer. Yeah, his story.
So in 2015, after graduation, I got a job that was paying me 25,000 naira monthly. Knowing that I needed more, I thought of new ways to make money for myself. Now, having no money to start anything, I stumbled on freelancing. Of course, I did my research and discovered that I can actually learn a skill and offer my services to foreign companies and individuals that need it from the comfort of my home. So I signed up on a couple of websites and started getting offers. Now, in a short while, I earned more than the salary that I was being paid monthly.
Obrifor decided to quit his job, go fully into freelancing. Some years later, something tragic happened. Obrifor invested his money and other people's money into some e-commerce business venture. Unfortunately, he ran into a loss as the business crashed.
I ran into losses. I was owing people millions and my wedding was just around the corner. Well, I got married to my beautiful wife and even went on to incur more debt because of my business. I needed to find the means to get back on my feet. So in 2021, I decided to go back to freelancing. And in just 6 months, I was able to pay off my debt. I'm living a better life now, working fully as a freelancer and earning in dollars. I've also been able to use some of the money made from freelancing to revive my crypto and e-commerce business.
What is freelancing? Freelancing is said to happen when you sell your skill to an individual or a company in need of that skill in form of a service, and you get paid in return without any permanent contract. Freelancing is another way people can earn money on the internet with just their phones, laptop, and a good internet connection. I didn't really understand how people make money from freelancing until I sat down with Obrifor and he showed me how freelancing works online and how he makes money from freelancing. After After sharing his story and showing me the power of freelancing and how people are making money with this all over the world, I thought it would be wise to offer this high-value skill to millions of people within and outside Africa. This is why I convinced Obrifo to come and teach this freelancing business model.
So you can see this particular job, I earned $800 from this job. This was June 13th, and I spent just 8 hours on this job. This next one you can see, this is 4th of June. I earned over $1,980 from this job. Yeah, let me show you another one. So you can see this particular job, this was just May 31st. I earned over $2,105 from this particular job, and it took me just
22 hours.
Just a single job.
In my country, Nigeria, a dollar is over 600 naira. And so $2,105 times 600, I know it's almost 650. That's if it's not even 700, that's at the time of this video. That's over 1.2 million.
Yeah, per job, per single job.
That's insane. And only on DABA, Obrifo is teaching the Millionaire Freelancing course. And I'm excited about this course as I'm his first student and the class is closing soon. So get ready, grab a seat and come learn how to make thousands of dollars monthly. Instead of searching for jobs after school or NYSC or waiting for funding to start a business, or you're still waiting to make your first $1,000 or $100 from the internet, why not visit www.daba.school to sign up for the Millionaire Freelancing course right now? Or you can download the DABA app on your Google Play Store to get the course. The internet is one of the best inventions in our time and a money-spinning machine for anyone who can see the massive opportunity and wealth here. I'm a big advocate can help anyone within and outside Africa to gain financial freedom to live your dream life. That's DABA Daily. See you next time.
Could set you free, show you what this world can really be. Here with me, I could set you free, off the pain and misery and let you be. Here with me. Set you free, show you what this world can really be. Here with me, I could set you free, off the pain and misery and let you be. Here with me, I could set you free. I could set you free. I could set you free, show you what this world can really be. Here with me, I could set you free, off the pain and misery and let you be. Here with me. I show you what this world could really be. Here with me, I could set you free.
With Chris Ali live here on DABA TV. I'm streaming live from DABA Studios, and today is going to be the concluding part of our teaching. I've done wealth creation, laws of wealth creation, part 1, part 2, okay, and today is part 3. And I'm going to cover 2 basic things here in the next few minutes that we're going to learn. And if you've been following us for the past 2 Sundays, I've covered laws of wealth creation. I've covered that if you're going to create wealth, you must understand your money belief and where they come from. You must know that it's okay to be wealthy, and if you're prepared to put in the work, wealth comes. So in all the laws we've been sharing, I share the law of sight, the law of vision, the law of problem solving, implementation, the law of positioning, the law of relationship. I talked about the law of risk. I talked about the law of income generation. And I mentioned how all wealth starts with income. Okay. And in today, so that's part 1 and part 2. So in today, I'm going to expatiate on the different kinds of income you need to achieve financial freedom. You need to build wealth over time. Wealthy people have this income. Okay, you look at it as multiple streams of income, right? Wealthy people have these different incomes. Okay, so you want to build wealth, you must understand this income, and I'm going to share it today. And we went ahead to look at the law of continuous development in part 2, the law of excellence, the law of leverage. We talked about using OPM. We talked about using OPM, other people's credibility, other people's knowledge, other people's money. We talked about that. We also mentioned the law of savings and investing. We talked about law of attention. If you just go back to the previous wealth creation series video on DABA TV, part 1, part 2, and you see it there. In number 12, we talked about the law of attention. Then we talked about law of selling, master the art of selling, things that you need to sell. We talked about persistency and all that. So we're going to part 3 today, and this is the final version of the laws of wealth creation. Okay, so as we continue, I'd like to know where you're watching. Today's teaching will be very short. I'd like to know where you're watching from. Let me know where you're watching from. Jalingo, Taraba, Mozambique, Botswana, England, Saudi Arabia, Al-Ali or Al-Nassar, England. Let me know where you're watching from. It's our custom. And when we do that, let us also share this video on our WhatsApp status, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. Let us share the laws of wealth creation. The laws of wealth creation, part 3. Part 3, the laws of wealth creation. I have a lot of things. I have stuff to share here. I have stuff to share here. So we'll go on this short break, and when we come back, we kick off ASAP. Laws of wealth creation. Go tell your friend. we take off part 2 of part 3 of laws of wealth creation. So follow me, and I hope that they can project this on the screen. Let me share it to the studio team. They project this right away on the screen. Apple's valuation from 1980 to 2020, right? December 1980, Apple was worth $1 billion. May 2007, Apple was worth $100 billion. 2010, 3 years after, Apple was worth $200 billion. 2010, 2011, 300 billion. 2012, 400 billion. February 2012, 500 billion. April 2012, 600 billion. November 2012, 700 billion. May 2017, 800 billion. November 2017, 900 billion. August 2018, 1 trillion. August 2020, 2 trillion. Let me explain something. 1980 to 1990 is 10 years. So it took Apple about 27 years, if I'm correct, to move from 1 billion to 100 billion. 27 years to move from 1 billion to 100 billion. So it took them an entire, from 1980, let's look at the maths, 1980 to 2018. So let's look at this, 1980, 27 years to 100 billion. 27 plus 13, that's about 40 years. It took Apple about 40 years from 1980 to 2008 to hit 1 trillion. There's a lesson I'm going with here. To hit 1 trillion market cap as at 2018, they had to go from 1980 at 1 billion. So it took them over 40 years, because I think Apple, I'm trying to get the year Apple was founded. The same number of years it took them to get 1 trillion market cap. Between 2018 to 2020 was 4 years. What it took them 40 years plus to achieve, it later took them 4 years plus. From 1 trillion to 2 trillion, 4 years. I think they've hit 3 trillion or something like that. There's a lesson here. One of the laws of wealth creation I want you all to get is the law of compound interest. There is power in compound interest. There is power in compound interest. Excuse me. Excuse me. Do you want to learn how to build wealth? Of course, I know you want to do. Everybody loves the idea of being wealthy as much as they love the fairy tale ending. You know, the idea of a car, a mansion, buildings, luxury life. But see, the two characters destined to end up together walk off hand in hand in the sunset. You know, those kind of, after vanquishing some valiant, overcoming some heroic difficulty, you know those stories? It's a moving story of perseverance, effort, and patience. You want to become wealthy. Compounding returns, it's your secret power to building wealth. If you're going to create wealth, if you're going to build wealth, one of the most reliable methods to growing wealth is utilizing the last real edge in investing. The time spent in quality investment. The time spent in quality investment. Let me tell you something. I know you want to be amongst the Forbes under 20, Forbes under 30, but go check the Elon Musk, the Warren Buffett, the Larry Page, the Sergey Brin, the Mark Zuckerberg, the wealthy men. They use time. They use time in building wealth. They stay on the game for long if you're going to build wealth. I just told you the story of Apple. And I'm going to read this from one of my associates, and his name is Gideon. I'm going to read this for you guys to see. If you're going to build wealth, look at this. I'm going to read this from his Facebook page. Let me read this from his Facebook page. Let me read this from his Facebook page. Listen to this. Listen to this. He wrote this post 2020. When many hear personal development, they think you have to do something so huge. They bombard themselves with everything at once. But that is not what it should be. Borrowing the words of James Clear, personal development should be a decision to increase your value by 1% every day. Just 1%. It is better to do small things consistently than to do big things occasionally. The interesting things about this consistent is that they add up to compound interest. The interesting thing about doing the little things consistently is that they add up to a compound interest. The result, when it comes, supersedes your expectation. If you are going to build wealth, you've got to be reinvesting those gains. I'm going to put up a definition of compound interest for you to understand. Okay? If your goal is to build wealth, compound interest is one of the core things you must not take for granted. Reinvest. It's like, let me give you a graphic, let me give you a monetary. So it's like saying, I have $100 in capital and I make 10% per annum. If I put 10% per annum and I put 10% of $100, that's $10. $100 of $10, I don't eat the first profit in the year. Okay, and I'll take $10 to invest again for another $10. I will get about $11 or so, okay, on 10% of 110. So at the end of 2 years, I have 121. Instead of eating the 10 and I'm really having 10. At the time will come, you're building 100, you get an interest of up to 50 or 100. And imagine when you start getting 10% of 200, that's 20% a year. That's $20 a year. That's how compound interest work. In the law of wealth creation, in the journey of building wealth, in your quest of building wealth, that compound interest has to do involved all the time you're putting in your brand, you're putting in the work, the money you are saving and reinvesting, the profit you're reinvesting back into the business. The effort you're putting in to stay consistent. Compound interest here talks about consistency in effort you put in. At the end of the day, you keep on putting in small. You add up small. You're there. You show up today. You show up tomorrow. You show up today. You show up tomorrow. Even when it doesn't look like it's going to favor you, you are still there in the market. You are training. You are learning. You are investing. You are advertising. There are some adverts. There are some money you will put in business that will not yield immediate return, but they've sent a message about your brand, about your company, about your business to various interested folks. And one day, 2 years down the line, 18 months down the line, 6 years down the line, that thing that you invested 6 years ago, 2 years ago, 4 years ago has a repercussion or has a resultant effect into the future. That's why you don't stop building. You continue. You cannot build generational wealth without the law of compound interest. You can't. You can't. That's why you must learn how to invest well. You must learn. Okay? You must learn how to invest well. You must learn. I'm telling you. People associate everything to stocks investment when when we talk about compound interest, but it's not so alone. It's also there for your business, even for your health. One of the things I want to focus on, I'm focusing on lately, I'm doing it small. I've been doing workouts. I've been investing in my body shape. Look at Mr. Beast. It's like exercise. The more you keep doing, you're not seeing the effect immediately. You're putting effort. That's why I'm going to encourage you today. I'm going to encourage you today. Stay on that job. Stay on that work. Stay building. Consistently build. Consistently invest. Consistently save. Consistently put in the work. Over time, compound interest will come up. One day, you'll be releasing the album, you'll be releasing the song, they ain't listening to you. Boy, look at the power of compound interest. This week, 50 Cent was, I think, YouTube gave him, this month alone or something, this year alone, his YouTube video hit 1.8 billion views. He has not released any song again. All the job of all the years are compounding. One day to work on automation. That's how Apple is. They've been building for years. They've been building consistently for years. A time comes, the thing, the switch, the magic happens. And you just see the money raining. You just see that you put in one effort, the thing comes. You think the 200 million pounds or dollars or euros they used in Ronaldo's contract is because of his current value? No. They had to look at past value. The guy has been consistent for more than 10 years, for more than 15 years. He's been in the game. Compound interest. One day pays. It keeps compounding. Oh, year 1, he was put in the game. He scored 17 goals. Year 2, 25 goals. Year 3, 19 goals. Year 4, 16 goals. Year 5, 50 goals. Year 6, 70 goals. Year 8, like that. Even in the state of decline, when he's getting old, he still scores 17 goals. You're still there in the market giving. It is on that it compounds. It builds up. It builds up. It's like building a house. It builds up. 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 You don't stop. You stay consistent in the game. That's why you see me. I'm doing Wealth Creation series. You see me. I'm putting up my videos, whether in rainy season or in hot times, in good times, whether the money is coming in or the money is not coming in, I'm in the game. Compound interest. Compound interest. Look at the billionaires and the millionaires, what they've done. They've stayed in the game. They've stayed in the game. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next law. We're going to, okay, let me open this part of the slide. Okay, so as we learn the laws of wealth creation, okay, as we learn the laws of wealth creation, I want to expose you to different types of income you need as you build wealth. Different types of income that you need as you build wealth. Different types of income that you need as you build wealth. Okay? Different types of income that you need. Remember, compound interest is the interest calculated on the principal and the interest accumulated over the previous period. So it's like you're investing and $100 and there's interest over time and keep reinvesting the interest and you hold it for long. That's how compound interest works. Okay? So, let's go to the next one. So as we end this series, I want us to look at the different types of income. We're going to look about 8 types of income you should know as you build wealth. Right? Are we good to go? 8 types of income you need to know as you build wealth, as you want to achieve financial freedom. Number 1, okay, so before we continue, if you want to go down the road of being financially independent, the best is to start learning about the available options you can immediately work on. And one of such options is on your income. Your income, okay? Your income. I'm glad to tell you that there are 8 that you must know, okay? 8 types you can actually pursue to make earning and saving more money a less difficult thing for you to do. So number 1, earned income. Number 1, income is projected there on the screen. Earned income. This is the most basic form of income stream. What are the various income streams you can build? Okay, number 1 is earned income. Remember, I said we're going to expatiate on this. The different kinds of income stream you can build. Number one is earned income. This is the most basic form of income stream. It is the income that we get in exchange for our time and effort, like a salary from a job. It doesn't matter if you're doing full-time, part-time, or a second job, okay? Earned income is that one you're getting, for instance, from freelancing. How many of you know that you can make money as a freelancer? Let me see in the comment section. How many of you can know that you can make money as a freelancer? So there's a course on DABA called Billionaire Freelancing Course. That course can show you how to make money as a freelancer. Are you a graphic designer? Are you a video editor? Or you're a writer? You want to make money from your skills part-time, and you don't need to be going to the office. You don't need to go to one company. Okay, you can be in Lokoja, you can be in Dubai, you can be in Texas, you can be in Abidjan, you can be in Benin Republic, you can be in Cotonou, you can be in Saudi Arabia, you can be anywhere in the world. And in your class, in your room, in your house, with your laptop, you can be in anywhere, and you can become a freelancer. Okay, so there are a lot of freelancing jobs available on the internet. You can do a second job to supplement. The money you make from that freelancing is earned income. Is earned income. All right, let's go to, so do you guys get me now? Okay, let's go to number 2. Number 2 is profits. Number 2 is profits, an income that you get by selling something for more than it costs you. So if you, let's say you're producing something like this, okay, and to the engineers you pay to produce all these is about, let's say, 10,000 naira. Okay, and the logistics it takes for you to ship it to the place where it's going to be sold is 400, and every other thing, the packaging, everything costs 20,000, and you sell this for 35,000. Your profit there is 15,000 naira. That's another side of income. You could produce something, a business basically. Okay, this is the most common source of income, unlike earned income that is based on your job. Okay. The amount of money you make in this type of one is not dependent on your time and effort. It's dependent on how many units you can produce. So if I can produce 1,000 units of this phone and each profit on it is 1,000 naira or $1,000, it means that if I produce 10, if I produce 100, if I produce 1,000, it is 1,000 times 1,000. That's a million. If you're going to build wealth, you need to learn how to think in numbers. If I make $50 on each unit, it means if I have 10,000 units, I can do 50 times 1,000, 50,000. 50 times 10,000 is $500,000. That's how to think, okay? So sales, that's why you must sell something. You must sell something. So number 3 is interest income. This is the income, is the money you earn, lending your money and charging interest on it. It could be a savings account or deposit or something, maybe a bond or something. Okay, one of my mentors, Nas Daily, said they have $10 million sitting in the bank account, and every year they will be losing 5% because of inflation. So what he did was to make sure to, in dollars, to save is to put the money in a government bond that gives 5% returns. So for 10 million, they get $500,000 interest income. Okay, so it helps you at least save away from inflation. It helps you rise above inflation. But in Nigeria, inflation is above 18%, if I'm correct, or even 20%. And that's even more. Okay, if you want a passive income where you won't need to put much in effort to grow your money, this is the type. Interest income may have the lowest return, but in the long run, it also has a good amount of money in place. And if you use compound interest, okay, it will be the ultimate passive income for many of you who have big money. Okay, so there are different bonds, there are different lending platforms that you can put money in, government bonds and all these things, where you can get certain interest income from it. It could be, there are some savings companies, there are some fintech companies, there are some banks, there are some microfinance banks, there are some financial instruments. You can put in money like that for months, maybe 6 months, 1 year. They maybe pay 10% or 15% per annum, something like that. Even in crypto, for instance, there are platforms, DeFi platforms that do that. So interest income should be noted. Word of caution, invest with your risk tolerance. Okay, make sure as you're investing, you also know that you can you can lose your money. So there are accounts that give 5%, there are some that give 10, that give 2.5, depending on which one you want to take. So we've looked at number 3. Let's look at the fourth one. The fourth one is dividend income. Dividend income is another source of passive income. It's much like interest, but better. You become a shareholder of a company. Like, for instance, there are some companies I'm shareholder in. So let's even take, for instance, a company like DABA that I'm a shareholder in, and as the founder, I get dividends. Okay, I'm an investor in a company called Zoom that people use for meetings. Okay, and if they give dividends, I'm entitled to dividends as a shareholder. Okay, whether the share is 0.01% is not it's not your business. I bought Zoom stocks in 2020 during the COVID pandemic. And the stock rose very well back then. So imagine you invest. Dividend income is money you get because you're a shareholder of a company. Okay, you earn it from the amount you invested with them. Okay, so what are dividends? Dividends are money you earn from companies listed. From buying you get it because you buy a share of the company. It's basically an interest you get for investing in a company. So there are companies I'm invested in. Okay, so if they do annual, yearly this thing and we make profits, they're entitled to share dividends. So they can say, okay, we did $100 billion and out of it, want to share $30 billion to all our shareholders. So based on the amount of share you have, you get dividends on it. It could be ₦1 per share, like that. So you can see some of these, the Elumelus, the Access Bank, I forgot how to pronounce that man's name, IG and Co. They get dividends from their companies. That's why they see them increasing the shares in their companies. By the time they get dividends, some billionaires and millionaires get dividends in up to 100 million, 400 million, sometimes 1 billion in dividends. Companies they've invested in over time. But the company was making profits. So if you're a shareholder in the company, some of your parents were shareholders in a certain company, they give them dividends, maybe 10 naira, maybe 50,000 naira, maybe 100,000. So people who invested in MTN last year or last 2 years or so are getting good dividends for the past 1 year plus. So dividends is another type of income. It's interest you get because you invested in a company. It's not even the shares appreciation. It's different. That's different. If you bought shares for $1 and the share go to $5, or you bought Bitcoin for $1 and go to $5, it's different. This one is you bought. Imagine you are among those who invested in the early days of Binance, and every year as a shareholder, Binance gives you profits, gives you returns, or gives you dividend because they make profit per annum. Okay, so these are the income you must know. Number 5, rental income. From the word itself, rental, you already know. This is, you earn by renting out an asset or a property. You earn by earning that. So, for instance, in these DABA studios, for instance, we earn money from rentals. People can come here and use DABA studio per hour. Let's say we charge maybe 300,000 naira a whole day for you to use DABA studios. Okay, is income for us. Is rental income. This is our space. This is our building. This is our investment. Okay, if you use our space, if you use our camera, if you use our board, our screen, if you use this space per annum, per month, per hour, we charge you. Okay, and we have rented out an asset and we get money back from it. So you can build real estate, Airbnbs. You can have real estate. You can have buildings that you rent and re-rent again, or assets that you can rent out. If you buy a car, you can make money from your car as an asset. Yes. There's a lady on Twitter I saw recently. She says she wants to build the Uber or the Airbnb of car rentals. So what people do is that you can make money leasing or renting out your car. Some of you don't go out on Saturdays. And there are people who are doing weddings. Oh boy, I love this idea. There are people who are doing weddings. You can go to that lady's platform. I don't know her platform. But you can do it as a business. You have your lawyer, you have your insurance, make sure you have insurance, make sure you have all the papers. And every Saturday or Sunday, people are renting out your cars. There are people who want to go for events. There are people who come from Cote d'Ivoire, South Africa to Nigeria, and they want to rent cars. They don't know how to, they can't start booking Uber. They want to rent flashy cars to go for their occasions or their businesses. What do? You can rent out your cars, and maybe one Saturday you're charging them 100,000, 200,000, 400,000. Okay, so like that, it's pretty explanatory. This income is clear and probably one of the most ways people can make money too. Okay, it's worthy to know that owning a property is already a good investment opportunity itself. You can choose to sell it if rental income doesn't serve your purpose anymore. So you can use your car, rent it out. You can use your house, or you have investment in real estate and rent it out. And those things are bringing money for you per unit, Airbnb, like that. It's called rental income. I love this number 6. The next one is capital gains. It is the money that you earn for buying, then selling and appreciating property or assets. It's almost like a business. The difference is you are flipping a valuable asset like properties, cars, or even crypto, even a website. Tomorrow, so in the future, I see that a company like Masterclass may come to DABA and say, want to buy DABA. And that's why if you're here, if you're watching me, listen, if you're watching me and you want to invest in DABA, you have $10,000, $50,000, $20,000 to $100,000, $200,000. You want to invest, we're raising a pre-seed for DABA. You want to invest in DABA to become a shareholder because we're building the future of education where people are getting digital skill. We're bridging that gap where people don't have high income skill, digital skill, skills that will help them be part of the future work. That's what we're building at DABA.school. You want to be an investor in DABA. Tomorrow, I may decide, okay, we want to sell off DABA for 100 million, for 50 million, for $70 million. And maybe Masterclass or Skillshare want to buy it. They'll say, okay, we want to buy, but we're going to be a majority shareholder, so we'll give you cash and equity. So you keep some part of equity, so you continue to run, but DABA becomes a subsidiary. Or I can sell it totally and I hands off. I can sell DABA Studios tomorrow. Property. Capital gains. I bought Bitcoin for $600. I sold for $10,000. How much have you done? More than almost 20x. The money you made, 10,000 minus 600 is 9,003. What is the gain there? The gain is $9,400. That's the capital gains. It can be stocks. Capital gains can be stocks. Okay. Most especially capital gains as an income is usually from investment, usually in the investment market. But it's not limited to that. Okay. It's not limited to mutual funds and stock exchange. It's an act of investing in something for a lower price with the intent for selling it for a higher price. I may sell one of my businesses one day. Capital gains. It's like that. It can be anything from stocks, vehicle, stamps, antiques, even figures, NFTs. NFTs, capital gains. NFTs, when you flip it, those are capital gains. When you buy the board for 1 Ethereum and you sell for 4 Ethereum, you make 3 Ethereum. The 3 Ethereum on it is your capital gains. Are you following me, guys? So this is the thing. The people who build wealth, they know this thing. That's why you can see Bill Gates or this company will say, I bought Tesla I bought 50 million shares of Tesla, $50 million worth of Tesla stocks, and they sold at 200 million. They make money like that. Capital gains. That's why you should not joke with investing. Buy low, sell high. So capital gains as a form of income can be from stocks, vehicles, stamps, okay? As long as it's about generating more money from buying and selling. We'll go on this short break and we'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Didi. I'm a graduate of the Lagos State University and I'm a cryptocurrency trader. And this is my DABA success story. The courses I have taken on DABA are the Trade and Make Money course, the WhatsApp monetization course, and the affiliate marketing course. From the Trade and Make Money course I bought on DABA, I've been able to learn how to analyze the crypto market correctly. I've been giving myself signals. I get signals from DABA signal room that has given me money. And in the year 2020, I was able to buy my first land after I joined DABA. And I've made money from this Trade and Make Money course also that got me through my university days, even till now, has been giving me ways, giving me money that I use in supporting my family, support my dad, my mom, everyone, and everything in my life. The Trade and Make Money course is a course that will give you the skill for you to succeed in the cryptocurrency market and also make you a profitable trader. From the WhatsApp monetization course, I was able to learn how to package my P2P business, how to interact with customers, how to brand it, to make it something people would want to trade with me, give me their products, believe in me, trust me with their money and all. I was able to learn all that. Since I joined DABA, I've been able to build up self-confidence in myself. I don't give up easily again. And I have been able to learn how to manage my money properly. And of course, it has given me financial freedom, network with people that gives me trade from their community. And here, that was giving me financial freedom. Apart from being a student of DABA, I also make money from being an affiliate marketer with DABA. If you're a student, a corper, an undergraduate, lecturers, civil servants, or whoever you are, and you want to make money online, just go to www.daba.school and get started.
You see, making money online begins with a desire. And if you have that desire, you can take care of the rest. Download the DABA mobile application, take free courses, and learn how to make money online. It's easy and it's free. Visit the Google Play Store, download, and start learning.
Income, okay, you need in building wealth. Warren Buffett, Bloomberg, name them. They touch one or two of these. So we've talked capital gains. If you're here, you want to buy shares in DABA, come talk to me. Send a DM. Go on my Twitter. I am Chris Annie on Twitter, on Instagram. Send me a DM on WhatsApp too. Send me a DM. Okay, Chris Annie. Just send me a DM and I'll send you the DABA pitch deck. And we can talk. Okay, you want to be an investor. You have $10,000. You have $20,000. You want to invest in DABA. We're raising pre-seed. This is the future of education. Number 7, royalty income. I make money from this, royalty income. Every course I sell on DABA, I have certain percentage that comes to me. Same thing with the course creators on DABA, royalty. I don't know if to classify the income we make from YouTube as royalty income. Okay? The Rema, see, to build wealth, the Don Jazzy. You see, the other day, I saw when Maze was telling PDD, those of you who don't know Maze, okay, Maze was guy saying, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. As somebody who was born in the 90s, as a 90s baby, so you millennial, you a Gen Z, you should be calling us daddy, right? I'm sure you don't know you don't know these songs, okay? Maze, Puff Daddy, B.I.G., the Bad Boy Entertainment Circle. So I think that Puff Daddy, the producer, had the rights to the music of Maze. One day Maze had to open up, give me the right to my music. You know why? Music of year 2000, people are still earning royalty on it till today. See, I'm going to pray for you that you launch something that God will give you idea, God will give you capacity, grace, wisdom, knowledge, idea to build something that will make you earn for life. That even in your debt is still earning. Something like music, original production, books, images. Okay? This is royalty income is about making money from a concept, using a concept idea or products that you own. You produce it once, but you earn for life. You produce it once, you earn for life. The Rema, the Don Jazzy, the Banj, the Domwen, they are still any royalty on their, everywhere it is played. Sony Music, they are any royalty. It could be $1 for one stream or whatever. Royalty is that thing you earn from Spotify. One day, as you listening to this on Spotify, on Google Podcast, on Apple, they'll pay me royalty if I meet certain conditions. The more people listening, the more 50 Cent got 1.8 billion views. Bro, that's no joke. Royalty will be paid on that. One good example, so you don't need to do the heavy lifting for the business to earn money. You just need to lend them your intellectual property and you get paid for it. One good example of this is the famous fast food chain. So it's not just in music alone. Even in businesses like this, McDonald's and Jollibee, or the convenience 7-Eleven store, the owners of these brands are paid by their franchise for using their processes. See, if I want to start McDonald's in this room now, I have to pay to the real McDonald's. So there are many McDonald's. Just like Mr. Biggs. There are many, but Mr. Biggs no longer existing like before. There are many McDonald's all over the world that are not owned directly by the real owners of McDonald's. So they use their name. And I pray for you, God gives you a name, a business, where it's so bigger than you that it will bring so much wealth into your lineage, into your... Give me a name of a cream. Just give me a name of a cream. Some people produce and fast foods like that, and they are producing in Mexico, producing in US, in Nigeria. Those people who are going to do the business, Chris Annie, let's say Chris Annie fast food, and Samson wants to use my name, but his name is not popular like me, so he uses my name, my method, the process I use to produce Chris Annie foods, like we do at Ram and Beer too. And imagine Ram and Beer franchise. So Ram and Beer can be in only Lagos and it can have 25 franchise. And those franchise, what they do is that from there they pay Ram and Beer, the main headquarters, the original, the people who own the Ram and Beer, and they are paying them money. They are paying them franchise. That's royalty income. So if people decide, okay, I want to have, people say, okay, I want to, if Ram and Beer franchise goes up in 1,000 cities, then there are 1,000 locations royalties are coming from. It's a crazy form of business venture. It's a crazy form of income. So the owners of the brand are paid by the franchise for using their process, their logo, their marketing, as well as their business name. May God give you a name so rich, a business so rich that people will be paying to use your name. So let's talk. Royalty income is not for everyone. Not everyone can build an empire, okay, like McDonald's, like DABA. Having a business that's worth franchising will really require extraordinary skills to pull off. This is not to say it is impossible to create a business model that is unique and repeatable, but it's definitely not something that most people are capable of doing. Other than businesses, royalties can also apply to the following media. One of the reasons I'm building DABA studios, I'm telling you, is that one day DABA will be producing films. We're going to be producing videos. Look at the podcast we're producing. These things. One of the areas I know that, you see me, I'm in crypto, I'm in edutech, I'm in media, I'm in financial market. One of the things is that I know that one way I have seen that my wealth will come from is the media space. And that's why I will continue to. I've invested millions. I've invested millions of naira in building DABA studios. Go see the kind of cameras and facilities we have in our building. Spent money in hundreds of it. Okay, so other than that, media, I know that music, video production, short movies, short videos, movies, the Tyler Perry kind of. One day I see that you're having 20 hectares of land. Our studio will be there, campus, we'll be doing media training, we'll be producing courses for both DABA school and other edutech platforms. I know how big this vision is. That's why I'm investing my energy in making sure this thing works. One day we'll get royalty. So for the course you create, DABA Studio has, Chrisani has, DABA School has, affiliates they have. You structure. Sit down one day and build your life yourself. You're the master storyteller of your destiny. You're the master storyteller of your future. Start telling your story now. We're going to make money from storytelling, videos, short movies, like that. Even music production. Okay? So, like that, even photo, different area, as long as it's called media. As long as it's called media. One day we'll have DABA studios in different parts of the world. Major parts. So, you can make it from original music and original product, videos, images, books. If you're a photographer, enthusiast, or professional, you can earn royalties from your photos or videos through stock photos like Shutterstock, yeah. You can make money like that. You put your video, your money, you put your podcast in Spotify, Apple, like that. Put it there. Or you think those podcasts, they say, we have 1 million downloads, 10 million downloads, the Davidos. In future, Davido, Burna Boy, there will be any money from those things because it's on a platform. Oh, make sure you master distribution when you're going to make money. So I love this one, royalty income. I want to urge you, write a book. Write a book. There was that lady, J.K. Rowling, the woman who wrote a reporter, made hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions, from that project. Write book, launch a movie, sit down and write a movie that Netflix can buy up. Or you put in a partnership with one platform, and for every stream he gets, they pay. Oh boy, your money, may God give you ideas. Number 8, residual income. This type of income is a form of passive income where a product you've created continues to generate money for you. Okay? With the advent of digital media today, residual income generating platforms are now common than you think. They just need tremendous effort for you to get started. Here are the easiest ways to have residual income. Launching a podcast, starting a YouTube channel. You can make money from a YouTube channel. You know how much residual income 50 Cent is going to earn from the billions of views? Become an affiliate, residual income. Sell a course, sell a book, residual income. Residual income. Residual income. Launch a podcast, residual income. Okay? And that's why I'm going to advise, in today's world, we should be engaged in at least 5 or 6 types of income. Okay? Not everyone can do it, but millionaires have these things. Okay? Okay? It's not a must you have 8 of them. You can just have 3. Like me now. I make money as an affiliate. Okay? I make money as royalty. Okay? I can do capital gains. Okay? Rental income. Okay? I'm not making much from dividend or interest income yet. Okay? End income. Okay, I don't think I do that. Apart from the salary my company pays me, but for this year, my company doesn't pay me salary, so I won't put that. Okay? Look at Bill Gates. Let's look at some examples. Bill Gates, for example, makes money from royalties and profit from Windows. Okay, but those two propelled him to be among the world richest man because he was such a genius that Windows changed the world. The same can be said for Warren Buffett. He doesn't have 8 streams of income, but he became a billionaire and with dividends with dividends and capital gains. Okay, so one thing that this should tell us is that a thorough understanding of an income stream that works best for you, putting in the work that it needs to flourish, and having the patience to see through the entire process is the key to financial freedom. There isn't any shortcut to making money. Okay, but if you touch 1 or 2 of these income streams and being good at them, you'll become financially successful. If you're going to create wealth, if you're going to build wealth, you can leverage 1 or 2, 3 of this. And that's how you build wealth. If you're here, you've not joined DABA 5000, make sure you join, because I'm mentoring people there how to build wealth. Use the link www.daba.school/DABA5000. Learn how you can build wealth. Okay? If you want to join my mentorship platform, use that today and be part of it. Let me know if you've learned something in the comment section. And that's the end of this class today. So we've come to the conclusion of the laws of wealth creation. We've done part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 3 expanded different forms of income that you can use to create wealth. And if you know these things, you will build wealth, you will succeed, gain financial freedom. And I pray for you that the works of your hands will blossom. The works of your hands are blessed. Please, it is not good that every time we do Wealth Creation series, you don't invite somebody. Okay, make sure you subscribe to DABA TV, subscribe to our TV channel. Okay, on YouTube, yes, subscribe, like the video, share with everybody you know. Okay, and let somebody know about this video. Let's go also on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. Share with us what you've learned over time. And God will bless you. Thank you for watching me. I appreciate you. Till I come your way next time. Next week, I think we're going to start something on leadership. And this week, I'm teaching something new at DABA 5000. For those of you who have not subscribed, go right now and subscribe. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely week ahead. And God bless you.
I could set you free, show you what this world could really be. Here with me, I could set you free of the pain and misery and let you be. Here with me, I could set you free. I could set you free. I could set you free, show you what this world can really be. Here with me, I could set you free of the pain and misery and let you be. Here with me,
make thousands of dollars monthly by offering his services to people that need them or they need them.
Hi, my name is Subrifo and I work online. In the next few minutes, I will show you how and why I do what I do to make thousands of dollars monthly.
Obrifo is a big-time freelancer. Yeah, he's so.
So in 2015, after graduation, I got a job that was paying me 25,000 naira monthly. Knowing that I needed more, I thought of new ways to make money for myself. Now, having no money to start anything, I stumbled on freelancing. Of course, I did my research and discovered that I can actually learn a skill and offer my services to foreign companies and individuals that need it from the comfort of my home. So I signed up on a couple of websites and started getting offers. Now, in a short while, I earned more than the salary that I was being paid monthly.
Obrifo decided to quit his job, go fully into freelancing. Some years later, something tragic happened. Obrifo invested his money and other people's money into some e-commerce business venture. Unfortunately, he ran into a loss as the business crashed.
I ran into losses. I was owing people millions and my wedding was just around the corner. Well, I got married to my beautiful wife and even went on to incur more debt because of my business. I needed to find the means to get back on my feet. So in 2021, I decided to go back to freelancing. And in just 6 months, I was able to pay off my debt. I'm living a better life now, working fully as a freelancer and earning in dollars. I've also been able to use some of the money made from freelancing to revive my crypto and e-commerce business.
What is freelancing? Freelancing is said to happen when you sell your skill to an individual or a company in need of that skill in form of a service, and you get paid in return without any permanent contract. Freelancing is another way people can earn money on the internet with just their phones, laptop, and a good internet connection. I didn't really understand how people make money from freelancing until I sat down with a briefer and he showed me how freelancing works online and how he makes money from freelancing. After sharing his story and showing me the power of freelancing and how people are making money with this all over the world, I thought it would be wise to offer this high-value skill to millions of people within and outside Africa. This is why I convinced Obrifo to come and teach this freelancing business model.
So you can see this particular job, I earned $800 from this job. This was June 13th, and I spent just 8 hours on this job. This next one you can see, this is 4th of June. I earned over $1,980 from this job. Yeah, let me show you another one. So you can see this particular job, this was just May 31st. I earned over $2,105 from this particular job, and it took me just
22 hours.
Just a single job.
In my country, Nigeria, a dollar is over 600 naira. And so $2,105 times 600, I know it's almost 650. That's if it's not even 700, that's at the time of this video. That's over 1.2 million.
Yeah, per job, per single job.
That's insane. And only on DABA, Obrifo is teaching the Millionaire Freelancing course. And I'm excited about this course as I'm his first student and the class is closing soon. So get ready, grab a seat and come learn how to make thousands of dollars monthly. Instead of searching for jobs after school or NYSC or waiting for funding to start a business, or you're still waiting to make your first $1,000 or $100 from the internet, why not visit www.daba.school to sign up for the Millionaire Freelancing course right now? Or you can download the DABA app on your Google Play Store to get the course. The internet is one of the best inventions in our time and a money spinning machine for anyone who can see the massive opportunity and wealth here. I'm a big advocate for learning digital and high income skills, as this can help anyone within and outside Africa to gain financial freedom to live your dream life. That's DABA Daily. See you next time.